In this video, we will learn how to add text or any photos in a drone footage in Adobe After Effects. Of course, it will work on any footage. We'll be using this video clip in today's tutorial and we're gonna place the photo or the text in the middle. By the way, if you want to download this video and follow along, then check the links in the description. First, we need to track the camera. With the video layer selected, go to the effects and presets and search for 3D camera tracker. We can also go to tracker and click track camera. Both will do the same. You will see the 3D camera is added in effect controls. You can find effect controls in window effect controls. Here I'll just check detailed analysis. I'll keep rest of the options as it is. Now give After Effects some time to analyze the clip and do its work. When it's done, then you can see all these marks are attached. Now we need to pick a point that is placed properly on the ground. For example, this one. Right click and select Create Solid and Camera. You will see two layers are created here. Now if I play, then we can see the solid is attached in the ground like it is actually a part of the field. Now we just need to replace the solid with our own photo or text. I have a graffiti here. I will replace the solid with this one. There are a few ways we can do that. We can pre-compose the solid and then inside it we can place the graffiti, or we can just drag and drop it on the top of the solid. Let's do the second one, it's easier. With the track solid 1 layer selected, hold Alt Option and drag and drop the graffiti on the top of the solid layer. It will be replaced by the graffiti, keeping all the information of the solid layer. Now we can expand the transform and adjust it, or we can just adjust it with the X, Y and Z axis. Okay, we are done with the first step. Next we need to make it look realistic. If I zoom in, then you can see it looks like a photo slapped in the field. We need to blend it with the field to make it look realistic. To do that, we can follow a few methods. The thing is, not all these methods will work in every scenario. So we need to try to check which one works best for our footage. For an easy and effective solution, we can just change the blend mode. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. For some footage, the multiply works and sometimes maybe the overlay. It depends on the brightness and colors. Here we can see overlay works pretty well. Let's go back to normal. The other thing we can do is to reduce the opacity. Press T for opacity and reduce it. We can also use the luma matte. Let's increase the opacity back to 100%. Now duplicate the stadium clip by pressing Ctrl Command and D. We can rename it for our convenience. Now for the graffiti layer, select the track matte option to stadium matte. Nothing happens because the alpha matte is selected. We just need to click here once. This will select the luma matte. Luma matte considers the brightness level. If it's totally white, then it will take everything into consideration. And if it's black, then it will show nothing. This is just like the layer mask in Photoshop. We can add curves in the stadium matte layer, not in the graffiti layer, to control the brightness level. If I make it darker, then it will be less visible, and vice versa. It's not like we need to follow only one method. We can combine them. For example, using the luma matte and the blend mode. We can make a copy of the graffiti layer, and for this one, we can change the blend mode. Or maybe then reduce the opacity. Try different methods and see which one works best for your video. After that, we need to do one more thing. If you zoom in, then you will notice the image is sharper than the original footage. So we need to add some blur to it. Go to Effects and Presets and search for Gaussian blur. Apply it in both the layers and slightly increase it. Okay, now if I want to change the image, we can follow the same process. Let's replace this with this After Effects logo. I'll delete one of the duplicates. Then select the graffiti layer. Now hold Alt Option and drag and drop it on the top of the graffiti layer. Now we can adjust the size or the position. Finally, to match everything, on the top of all the layers, we can add an adjustment layer for some color grading. Right click and create a new adjustment layer. I'll add a curves and do some basic color grading. This is just to match the new photo with the original footage. Similarly, we can add text. Select the type tool and write anything. Now turn this text layer into a 3D layer. Just click this icon and it will become a 3D layer. Since we have all the tracking information in this layer, so we can just copy and paste it to the text layer. Press Ctrl Command and C to copy the transform and paste it in the text layer by pressing Ctrl Command and V. Let's bring the text layer below the adjustment layer and resize and reposition it. Now change the track matte to stadium matte layer and select the luma matte. And finally, don't forget to add some Gaussian blur to it. And there you have it. So this is how you can add text or image to a drone footage or any other footage. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something new from it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching.